Good day, everyone. I want to welcome you to a third episode of the Parable of the Sower for November series. I know you've been enjoying the show so far, and I know the last two episodes were educative, and a lot of you were motivated, a lot of you were inspired. We got your messages, we saw your comments, and we really appreciate your engagement. Here is me again on your screen, wanting to speak to you, that young farmer out there, that young champ that is wanting to venture into agriculture, or even that person who you are quite advanced in age but you're beginning to pick interest in agriculture. I just have a few information and details for you. Like I said, a lot of us have been motivated and inspired and want to go into agriculture. We just want to jump into it. I can see the fire burning in your bones, but I just have a few information for you, and this is a kind of disclaimer. This is not to discourage you. This particular episode is not to discourage you. I just want to tell you the basic truths, because it would be unfair that I would inspire you, motivate you, and I would not tell you just one or two things you have to know about the whole system. All right. First of all, I want to say and establish the fact that farming or agriculture, but let me just say farming because agriculture is broad, but basically farming, the major grassroots aspect, is not for the jobless. A lot of people come up with this motive: if you are jobless, if you don't know what to do, you can go into farming. Yes, you might be asking me, is that true? Yeah, I've heard it from someone, I've heard it from a number of people. If you're jobless, go into agriculture. So the truth there is that if you're coming to agriculture as a jobless person, I want to promise you that you remain jobless. All right, you come into agriculture because you don't have a job, because you're jobless, you just want to get something doing, you don't want to be idle. I want to promise you, you remain jobless. You'll be a jobless worker. All right. Now I will discuss farming in two different aspects. I will discuss farming as a job, and I will discuss farming as a career. Now, first of all, I want you to know that coming into agriculture, one, I think along the line we'll still talk about some soft skills. Yeah, some soft skills you need to have as a farmer. But one is that you must be patient. You must develop the attributes of patience. If you want to come into agriculture as a career, if you want to come into farming as a career, you must be patient. Now, let me start from farming as a job. All right. I'm still a newbie, and that is why I think I might not be 100% qualified to give you full details, but I have some standard information from experience and from gathering knowledge from those above me. Now, coming into agriculture, or coming into farming rather, farming is not like the big jobs that when you come in you get paid big amount of money. You're working in the oil field, you're working in the tech space, or all of these very advanced fields and industry. Farming is not like those things. I'm not speaking down on farming, but I want to be sincere that farming is not one of those industries where you come and you begin to aim big. No. So unlike the oil space, they pay them salary, they have some allowance, they have insurance, they have a lot of advantages, they have a lot of side benefits because they are advanced. But in agriculture, the space is not that advanced to give you such benefit. So when you come into agriculture, they have there are only a very few industries in agriculture, or some agricultural industry that can pay you well and give you close or the same benefit that an oil company can give to you here in Nigeria. All right. So coming to agriculture as someone who is jobless and you just hope that when you come in a matter of months you begin to aim big, is a lie. Nobody should deceive you. Agriculture is not a get rich quick scheme. No, it's not a Ponzi scheme. All right. There is no guarantee that when you come you begin to make money big. So my advice for you is that you don't even approach agriculture as a job. If you're a young person, don't approach it as a job. You approach it as a career. Now I'm going to talk about that. You don't approach agriculture as a job as a young person, because a job is just something that you do, and you earn salary and you take care of your basic needs. You don't approach agriculture like that. All right. Now, what is a career? Now, the word career was gotten from a Latin word, carus, Carrus, carus, and then the meaning of that word carus is wagon, wagon. So that's just the this platform or carrier that is attached to the horse in the olden days that convey people. So when we are looking at career, let's just see it in a layman's perspective. All right, a career is something you're doing, something you're building that carries you to your financial destination. Is beyond the job. All right, and that is what you see agriculture as. You don't see agriculture as something you just come and in few months, in few weeks, in few years you're making it big. Yeah, you can begin to get little something, but when you approach it as a job, it doesn't guarantee your financial freedom. All right, that is why I said at the beginning of this video that if there is nothing you should get as a soft skill when going into agriculture, have patience. Have patience. Patience will go a long way for you. All right, now, seeing agriculture as a career, when you're going into a career, you should give yourself a timing. Yeah, like this journey I'm about to start, probably you're 21 years, you're 22 years, you're asking yourself, this journey I'm about to start, when should I end it? What is my target? You should have a target. Yeah, if you're trying to build a career, are you saying, okay, by 50 I should be retiring, by 60 I should be retiring, by 65 I should be retiring? So let's say you're 25 years and you're saying by 65 I should be retiring. So you know that you have 40 years to build a career in agriculture. You should have a timing. Myself talking to you, I already have a timing. I'm not going to say that on this video, right? But I already have a timing for myself that, okay, this is my duration, this is the time frame I'm looking at to build a successful career in agriculture or in farming. All right, you should have a time frame, and you should have a purpose. Yes, that is what it means to building it as a career. You should have a time frame, and you should have a purpose beyond trying to make little ends meet. Long-term purposes. So when you're coming into agriculture as a career, having it in mind that this is what takes you to your financial destination, now you're saying to yourself, all right, I should be done with building this career within 40 years. Now, and the aim of this is that even when you retire from being a farmer, and probably you built a big industry or a brand, and you might not be the person running it from the front end, you are still benefiting even after you retire. You might still be in the executive directorate, but you might not be doing the key work, but you are still benefiting from your past 4 years of labor. That is why I said you should build it as a career, not just a job.